Okay, we're going to start with the player class. We have some constructors up here for name, score, and then new hand. I'll talk about the new hand class, the hand class in a little bit. We also have the getters and setters for name, hand, and score all down here. We have the player method to assign the player a name. Next, we have this override for toString because the string method on an object does something weird. It doesn't print the actual name. This method will let the names print correctly. You'll see this a few times also. And then here we have our draw method, which will draw a card from position 0. And we have the flip method, which will remove the card from each hand in position 0. And then lastly, we have the increment score method, which will add a point to the score. And all of these will be used later on as well. Now we're going to go to the card class. We have 3 instance variables for card, suit, and rank. I then set these inside the constructor. We have a getter and setter for rank. And lastly, we have the toString method to return a card of whatever suit it is. Now we're going to go to the deck class. I actually made the deck class a list by extending a linked list. This allows me to use all the methods for a list in the deck class. I have 2 private lists for card numbers and suits, all listed out here. This public deck is the constructor of the deck. We do a traditional for loop to iterate through the deck from 2 through ace. Here we added the rank and then did an enhanced for loop for the suits and then added a new card with the card, suit, and rank. Then I had to shuffle the deck. This is pretty straightforward. I just used a shuffle method. And then here again, we have that same toString method to make sure that cards print correctly. Now we're going to go to the hand class. So just like the deck, the hand class is a list of cards. Also like the deck, this toString method is to make the cards actually print rather than the random letters and numbers. Pretty straightforward. Now we're going to go to that app class, which uses the main method. So here we have the run method where we pass the list of names, which is up here at the top. These are all the players. And we'll randomly assign players 1 and 2. And to randomly choose the players, I created a select player method, which is down here, that uses the random class. So the return here will be the name, but then the name will also be removed from the list. So we don't choose same name twice. Can't be playing yourself in this game. Now up here is where I printed player 1 is playing player 2 in war. I created a new deck, and then I shuffled the deck, and then I dealt the cards out to each player, to player 1 and 2. Right here. We need a deal method to do this. So let's go down to the deal method. We go through the size of the deck and use the modulo operator to give the even index cards to player 1, and then the rest will go to player 2. Now both players have an equal amount of cards in their hand. All right, so now that both players have their cards, it's time to play. So here's the play method. The number of turns is the hand size. Now both players flip the cards in their hands, and then we compare them. If player's 1 card is greater than player's 2 card, then player 1 will get a point, and then vice versa. So then you see that we have these flip and increment score method. These are from the player class that I had showed you earlier. The last thing we want to do is declare a winner. So up here, we have declare a winner method. If player 1 score is greater than player 2's score, then player 1 will win, and player 2 will lose, and vice versa. If neither wins, then it will be a tie. And then we have these methods to print out the tie, the loser, and the winner, which will have, the name of the player who won or lost, and then along with the score. And you'll see right now we have it printed. It's a tie. We played again.